Hi everyone, good morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mithiles and you can call me GS Helper. I'm here to talk about
key reasons for the prices of petrol and diesel being this high in our economy. See, the central government in 2020 hiked the excise duty on petrol and diesel. Petrol it hiked at rupees 13 and diesel it hiked at rupees 16. And why did the central government do this? This was to shore up the revenues as the pandemic led to sharp fall in the income of the central government. So in order to compensate for that, it wanted more revenue to spend more for the people. So it ended up charging more in the petrol and diesel. And in Delhi, if you see, the central and state taxes account for about 57% of petrol prices and 51.4% of diesel prices. See, in other words, if you take 1 liter of diesel and if you half the price of the diesel, it is the actual diesel cost without tax. That is almost half the price of a liter of a diesel is contributed by the taxes. And in order to curb the prices, few states including Rajasthan, West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, they have reverse hiked the state levies. That is, we saw that central and the state taxes contribute to the price of the petrol. So, as the central government has increased the price, in order to keep the prices of the diesel and the petrol stable. And the decrease in the price has been brought about by decreasing the state taxes. So as you can see, this will take a hit on the state revenue, but the central government revenue would still remain stable. See, will still remain stable because the central government has not cut the central taxes. And if you see, even RBI has been asking central government to cut the taxes because RBI sees that the increase in the fuel price will contribute to the inflation, that is general price rise in the economy. So typically when the fuel prices rises, the inflation also rises. So consequently what happens is the goods and services will become much more expensive and the investment returns will also decrease. So let us take an example. Say some lorry is transporting some raw material for a textile industry from a different part of the country. So when the lorry is transporting, it requires diesel, right? So when the raw material is transported from a different part of the country, the lorry diesel prices increases, so the transportation charges increases, and thereby the textile that is being manufactured, so the cost of the textile is also increased. So that is how the inflation accumulates in the other sector as well. So when this happens, the number of people buying that particular textile will be discouraged from buying because it is much more expensive than it was before, right? So the demand will get muted, so the person who is investing on these textile, the investment's return will also diminish. So this is how we understand the phenomenon, right? Now if you remember, India's retail inflation raised to 6.3% in May 2021, and if you see, it has breached the upper limit of the central bank's inflation target, that is 6% for the first time in the 6 months, and this brought further pressure on the economy, whipped up by the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic infections because of the lockdowns that was reimposed during the second wave. So what is the way forward? Recently, the ratings agency ICRA proposed that the government may cut cess levies on certain retail prices of petrol and diesel to ease the prices. And according to the agency's estimates, petrol consumption is estimated to grow 14% and diesel by 10% in the financial year 2020 year on year. So this is mainly driven by the recovering economic activities and mobility after the lifting up of the lockdowns. See, the higher the consumption of fuel, the greater will be the indirect taxes that will accumulate with the central government. So this estimated growth in consumption would result in rupees 40,000 crore of extra cess collected during the current fiscal compared to the last fiscal. So that is the estimate by ICRA. Thus, according to ICRA, government can afford a window for a partial reversal in cess hikes that were imposed last year. If the government foregoes the additional cess revenue that could accrue during the higher fuel consumption, the existing fuel prices can be cut by rupees 450 per litre of petrol and diesel. So that is the estimates given by ICRA, which seems very valid given the high prices of fuel that is prevalent in the economy, carrying the risk of inflation that can accumulate subsequently in the other sectors of the economy. Let's not forget that fuel is the basic raw material for any manufacturer.
If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and do subscribe A to Z class for more information regarding GS.